Ooh, we have YouTube working for the first time since May.
This side same as this side.
How in the world did I do that? Okay, do this one. I'll go run this one real quick on the
Okay.
paper. We got time. I do see that. We've only answered about 150 calls today. It's been incredible.
I called the gatehouse this morning and I said, is something going on with the water? And she goes, yes, you are. I said, I just need to know it wasn't just my house. But she had been called. I never got called. Your water was fine, though, wasn't it? Both of yours.
Mine's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you have like Holly thing. Like Holly. So. We've got like 5 things.
You know, all those images of
Well,
1967.
sure. Everything was, you know, this is all stuff, infrastructure.
Yeah.
It can't be a surprise.
You gotta keep spending and
Yes.
updating and fixing. Yeah.
I hope so.
In my experience, it's the way.
It's a big deal though. Your house would be affected by it, wouldn't it? Your house would be affected.
Mine's up pretty high.
Yeah, but down there, those
But yeah,
houses.
well, those houses all below me, I can't even imagine why anybody built houses down there in the first place.
This is the floodplain anyway.
It's, all that was swamp. Mine, you know, ours was the first house there after the in-house on the corner.
Yeah.
And that was swamp, and a bus, school bus used to come down that road instead of in front of our house. And my kids, a lot of times couldn't get on the school bus because
Because it's
they had
swampy water.
water or it would freeze in the winter and then fall through the stuff. And we finally got them to move the bus to the, our
And now
road.
all those houses are down there.
And then when you should see it, when it rains
Does
like
it,
this
like it
morning,
did,
there's a lake.
even this
between-
morning?
Yeah. A lake between those. Now, it goes down pretty quick.
Yeah, and still. May I have a pen, please? Mike, can I have a pen?
Oh, it's
Thank you. No, it's okay.
$5.
Yeah. Everything costs something. I just really like your hair. It looks so cool.
Thank you.
I know I said it just the other night.
I'm getting some highlights in it tomorrow. Yeah. I'm supposed to anyways, but I
Yeah.
never got my confirmation back from
Oh,
Martha's.
Yeah.
It's that Dobie girl that works there. Do
the
you know?
new one?
Yes, she's supposed, she cut, I went somewhere else and I wasn't happy. This was all chunky right here. So then I called and Martha goes, well, I've got, I don't remember her first
Yeah, I
name.
can't either.
And she said, but she's got a 3:30 today. And I said, I'll take it. So I went over there and I just said, I need some layers in it.
It's 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock. We're having a special meeting. We're going to rise and pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We are having a special meeting at the request of a couple of council members. We got one discussion item on the agenda. It's Riverview. Last week, on Monday night, after I went home, I got a notice, or it was a notice, but an email sent that said that Riverview was going to have a meeting next week on the 27th, and that we were invited. So that's basically what I know. Now, since that time,
Mike.
I've talked to some other people.
We need roll call first. We need to do roll call.
Roll call.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay.
we have to get out of here
Yeah.
because there's another meeting.
Yeah, so,
All right.
okay.
Go.
So we have 9:19, we have Patricia Ball,
Here.
Mike Johannes, Kevin Burke, and Seth Wendell.
Here.
And absent tonight is Jason Little, but he is either attending by YouTube or he's gonna call me, just so he can listen. He can't be voting or anything, but
So, back to what I
Sorry.
was saying, it's my understanding, although I have this not official way, I'm going to tell you now, that the state of Indiana has gotten a peer review and have scheduled this meeting to discuss, and I've heard different things, and I'm again not sure. One, that they went to the Indiana Economic Development Commission and asked for them to pay for the MOU that has not ever been signed or updated or anything yet. I do not know if that's true. It's a rumor that I heard. I do know that there are going to be state representative and state senator there. I believe that the town of Dale will have their attorney and their council president there. There could be, I think there's some people from LADC that are gonna be there, and maybe some county officials, but I really don't know. So, basically, all my thoughts were was, let's go to attend the meeting and see what's happening. Because they have not, never have they moved forward yet on an agreement, an interlocal agreement to allow us to provide them water. We told them that, we couldn't do anything until we had that. It's never been discussed. It's never, there's nothing on paper, there's not anything. As you all know, we gave them an MOU that we did not sign last year, and nothing has been done with that either. They've never contacted us about yes, no, maybe, any of that type of stuff. So that's kind of where it's at. And I think the town of Santa Claus should have a representation at that meeting. And that's what this meeting's for. So now I'm open to questions from other council members, or whoever wants to answer questions.
So, Kevin, remember we said you weren't gonna do anything else with this, that incurred legal fees? So, okay,
September of last year, MOU's been there.
okay, so if that's gonna have to be a new discussion, number one, that part will have to be a new discussion. Why are we even giving them our time? And isn't the MOU expired?
We've never had an expiration date. But it would need to be updated before we get to talk about it, obviously, what's
Exactly.
causing the problem.
So if they've asked for this money, isn't that my money? Isn't it economic development money, taxpayer money?
Yeah.
Yes,
it's
yes.
up to the state.
Yeah.
I know that.
But that
I'm
is
just
true.
bringing up a point.
Right,
Okay.
yes, it is.
All right.
It is.
And then, so if they've asked for a certain amount of money, then that amount of money is invalid if we haven't, that's not our firm money. Regardless of what the state says, that's not a firm number, our old number.
Yeah, that has nothing to, the state could give them $350,000. They wouldn't have to come back and have us do the study. They could probably pay for it themselves. But, we're not to that point where we would be at this meeting saying, oh yeah, we're gonna do that. You're not. I wanna go to the meeting and find out what they're trying to do. What,
And the memorandum specifically says that if 350 doesn't cover it, they have to cover it.
Yeah, it
It
does.
stops
The
really
agreement
about
says
the rest of it. It's not like
no matter
that's a hard number, we do it for that.
right.
If they hit 350, they're out of money.
But why, if you're gonna build a $3 billion facility, do you ask the state for anything?
Every company asks us.
Yeah, I mean, that Toyota.
Every single time Kimball does anything, they ask us for money, for tax abatements. And every single thing they've ever done there, they've come to this board,
That-
ask for abatements. So,
That's
I mean,
what,
that's standard practice. I mean, any company building is gonna say, what can I get, right?
Okay, well, I have more, but Kevin, I wanted to hear if you had comments. You, Kevin.
I guess one of my concerns is, that there should be really no judgment or agreement made to after the election in November. Because we don't understand who's going to be on the town council next year. And, you know, we got 2 positions open, and we might have 2 totally new people. So it would be nice to include them, because that's probably when the voting would happen, in January or sometime in 2023.
I mean, I have no intention during this meeting making a decision on
You
anything.
can,
We
without the
can't.
council approval.
Without the council's approval,
But I'm just making the statement to get me through
Right.
December.
Okay.
And then the town council for all this is really pretty minimal. I mean, it's
What?
It's a water, all they're asking for is water service, they haven't talked to you about sewer, right? So if it's only water, then you're gonna have a whole lot of say in it, maybe it's up to the water board. They can actually issue bonds and that doesn't mean that they always have had input from you. If it's really a water project, and it's only the water board, you can still participate.
Okay.
So is Dale have more than 2 people there, or?
According to what I know, Dale was only recently found out.
Yes.
How is that?
I didn't
Why?
find out until I told them.
Why?
I saw Bruce up at the, I don't know. There's a whole lot of questions about what this meeting's about.
Yeah,
So that's the reason, I mean, we just should have a representative there to try to understand what they're pushing
I
on.
mean, we could, I assume we could send our president and vice president, right?
I'm gonna be out of town next week, so if I would like to attend, I would need to push it off a week, their meeting. I'm gonna be out.
I spoke to Jason, and Jason said he would attend, but
Yes.
he told me if, I decided to take personal day at school, that he would easily phone, so I could attend.
Yeah, and that's fine. You know,
Okay.
Scott will be there.
We just can't have 3.
You can't have to.
Which, okay, so why is it in the southern part of the county, it's almost, okay, you think about this from an outsider's point of view.
I
It's almost
can't
like,
answer, I can answer this. It's
I
their
know.
meeting, they scheduled it, they invited the guests, it's not our meeting.
who's meeting, Riverview's meeting,
Yes,
and they invited the state members.
yes. And I think, and I don't know for sure, but I think there will be LABC people and it's, you know, their offices right around the corner from this, so, I don't know. I mean, I've been straight with you guys.
I know you have.
You started this and.
This
I
is
don't know.
not, this is not crucify Mike, this is not against you, it's, you know, it's definitely not against you.
I mean, I basically think we go to the meeting and see what they have to say. I mean, anything else we can bring back to the council and we'll go from there.
Okay, well, I would like to read a memorandum, and then get your, okay. In reference to a memorandum of understanding regarding Riverview Energy Facility, whereas a memorandum of understanding regarding Riverview Energy Facility in Dale, Spencer County was proposed in 2021, whereas a meeting has been proposed for September 27th, 2022 to discuss the memorandum, whereas this meeting of September 27th, 2022 has not been advertised and purportedly will not be open to the public, whereas this memorandum has not been executed and no payments have been made under this memorandum, therefore being ordained that the town council resolves that it will not attend this non-public meeting on September 27th, 2022, and be it further ordained that the town council resolves that it will not adopt the memorandum. And be it further ordained that the town attorney bill no further time to the town, which we just talked about, on issues regarding the memorandum or on issues regarding Riverview Energy Facility generally. So,
Will you give me a copy of that?
yes, I will.
Because I sure didn't get it all written down.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't. So, you know, like I said, it feels like a secret meeting. And I know it's not secret, you told us. Okay, but it's not, public's not invited. It is amongst government officials and us and another town. And we represent these towns.
I'm not trying to be cute, but governments at every level have meetings all the time that are not public meetings. I mean, consulate, Congress, congressman, president, the governor, not every meeting, but this is a meeting for a private business, Riverview, that they invited us to. And as long as we're not making decisions at that meeting, then there's nothing wrong with going to find out what they're planning.
I think to not go, to not get the information what's going on would be pretty ignorant of the town. I mean, we need to know what's going on. We need to have somebody there to hear what's going on. We're not gonna make a
Can you hear
decision
me?
here, We can't. So for me to not go would just be like.
Okay, I was gonna put you on so you could hear it through speaker, if you want to.
We should have a representative there, or two.
No.
And if Trish wants to go,
You want me to,
happy go.
you want me to put you on or not?
Trish and Mike wanna go, I think that's.
Okay, all right, bye-bye.
A good representative for us. But I think to not go would be crazy, because then something can happen, you don't know what's going on, I'm just saying. I'd like to have some info, on what's gonna, what their even plan is, you know? Then you can come, then talk, you know, the next meeting, might come back and report what was at the meeting. You know, it's not like it's some secret meeting, you can't tell us about, it's not some, you know, you can come back and say, this is what was said, this is what was said. You know, and we can know what's going on, because I feel like we haven't known what's going on there, we haven't done anything forever, but we don't know what's been going on behind the scenes, so. This might be, this should shed some light on if they're even have a prayer moving forward with this or what it is. So for me, an informational meeting, it's crazy not to attend. So I would be 100% against that. To me, information is everything when you're doing stuff. And
There's active lawsuits against these people. You know, I mean.
they're gonna have a meeting if we don't go or not.
I know, isn't it kind of ugly to get even involved with these people? To me, it's just like, I feel dirty getting involved with them because they have active lawsuits. The rest of the country, no matter who you are or where you stand, you've got to know the rest of the country is trying to go with clean energy. This is not clean energy.
We've already discussed this.
I know we have.
And I
I'm sorry.
understand what you're saying.
All right, I make a motion that we adopt this memorandum to not attend the meeting.
Motion fails for lack of a second. So we'll move on to the next item. There are no other items. Anybody have anything else?
A lot of texts been flying around about the golf course, and I just want to get, I think we need to try to be good business partners
Can we
with this stuff.
discuss it tonight?
This wasn't announced
No.
on the agenda.
Well, it does say any other business that comes
Okay,
before.
and this is good, yep.
I always put that on there just in
Since we're
case.
here, I just think we should be, all of us want the golf course to succeed, right? Let's not
Absolutely.
make this ugly. Let's not, let's give them a chance to do the right thing, and let's not start fighting and whatever was being said in these texts. I want the golf course to succeed, it's an important part of town. So if
Me
they're,
too.
Absolutely.
But they must follow.
Well, they have to follow.
they do,
Right.
but we don't have to be belligerent and mean about it. We can be a good business partner with them and work with them to get it done right. That's what needs to happen.
But when you open a business in a residential zoned area and put up a sign
I get
and,
that that's residential homes area, but that's all we've been using as that building. It's been a pro shop, it's a pro shop residential?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's R2. It would only be
A pro
private.
shop is R2?
Yeah, no, they're not
Okay.
used for.
So it's been used as a business for a long time, we've never said anything, and now no one goes in.
Well, no, that's not correct when you say that, though. They asked for a, what's the word I want to use?
Variance?
Years ago, why it was a residential. And when you change businesses, if you read the ordinance, then you have to apply for a waiver. They had a waiver before technically to be able to,
Okay, so
Operate
let's
that
apply for a waiver instead of hanging this up on some ordinance, it's gonna take forever. I mean, it's gonna take months to get that ordinance done, right? Can we let them apply for a waiver so he can get in there and start doing business and we can?
I think that first, it is up to the ABC to do it, but I think if you don't enforce our ordinances, except on select people, our ordinances are worth nothing. They knew, we talked to them about this 2 or 3 times, that they had to ask, one, for a change in
In zoning.
zoning.
At your last meeting.
At the
At
last
but Patty said they've used the waiver in the past, the golf course has,
Well,
so,
it was existing non-conforming use before.
Right,
so.
that's the word I was using, thank you.
So
Non-conforming use.
let's see all the ways we can get this done without, is that?
And they put up signs without
That-
sign ordinance, and we've been, we've been enforcing sign ordinances on everybody else, are we not gonna enforce a sign ordinance on them?
No, we can, but they can just get them fill out the paperwork and get it done. We don't have to like,
We haven't ever in the residential district.
Pardon me?
We haven't ever had to in the residential district.
Right.
So it's
Right.
commercial businesses that we had to enforce sign.
Right.
I will tell you that I talked to my mind has just gone blank today, the chiropractor. He is coming to the APC meeting so that he hears firsthand from both parties, because he's probably been not given all the correct information from when I talked to him on the phone
Which
today.
is really unfair.
So it's not fair to him,
Yeah.
you know, he's thinking everything is okay, and then finds out that it's not, so, because he said he actually started, with them about 8 months ago, and it was explained to him through Mr. Cisna that everything was fine, he could go in there and do the business. He was getting ready to open up today, and then boom, he finds out from the weekend, his sign's not is non-conforming, and the business is. But he was not told that, in his lease it wasn't told that. So I tell him it would be in his best interest to come to this meeting so that he could hear things firsthand from both parties.
It was brought up at the meeting last Monday.
On Monday, Rob Smith and Todd.
I know, and they were here.
Specifically brought up because it was about whether they had to get an improved location permit, whether they had to get a building permit for the.
And they said nothing was going on.
Yeah, they said right there, it said nothing was going on. And we've talked to them about it in the past. The meeting before that, we talked to them about it. And when it first happened, and we first sent Todd down there, we told them at that time that they had to have zoning for the rezone that building, and that, it was non-conforming, so.
It's also discussed at that meeting that we had at Pac-Man.
Yeah.
All right.
I just took a personal day, so I will be at that meeting with you, and I talked to Jason and
That's
told
fine.
him. So I will be in attendance, okay?
And where's the meeting at, Mike?
At, Pepper Ridge Winery,
What time?
2 o'clock.
Am I supposed to go to this?
no, because you can't do paid people.
You were somebody who he listed as far as going, it was Elliot, Russ, him, you, and
The
then,
people that run the meetings.
But before you instructed them not to take any further action
Yeah, so you can't,
without your own
because
approval.
you have to bill for it, right? I assume, so you can't.
and he can't go for it, because
Unless
we
you
wrote a
will-
clause.
Unless you will tell me, I mean, to go to the meeting. But obviously, if they have changes they want to this MOU or anything, then
Well, Mike can relay the info to you guys, so.
it's a bit inaccurate.
And Russ, I think we want Russ there, but he really works with the water board. And the water board doesn't need our approval to go there, so. All right, so everything else?
So can I make sure I understand tell me who you said is gonna be at the meeting, so I got this in here that way.
Okay.
Since
Russ-
that's what this was for, okay?
Right. Russ and Scott
Mm-hmm.
and Trish and I. And are you, is this within our money that we pay you on a regular basis or above it? All right. Okay.
So you go pro bono representing,
It's
We,
part of
we,
this,
we pay him.
I know that.
Retainer fee.
I know that, but it's,
That's what's in 3 hour meetings.
Okay. Anything else? I'll entertain-
Motion to adjourn?
Were you gonna set an executive session?
oh yes, we need to set an executive session or other situations.
All right. Okay. So we'll take that then. We are, next.
Next Monday, we're supposed to meet about fire department.
The fire department.
But you said 14 days, if I understood that right in your email.
No, that's for a hearing.
That's what we're
Okay,
here.
okay.
But I just wanted to point in, you guys come in. So I just want to make sure that, whatever we did, which is, I said, that Kevin can have his attorney present.
I think I should send you a letter, basically saying, here's what you're doing, you're not having a hearing at this time, you're going to have an executive session, Depending on the,
We're almost there.
depending on the information gained in the executive session, you may have a hearing, but
Right.
he's attorney by the division.
Can we have it that same day, but after or before?
We better have it after.
After? And that meeting shouldn't last long.
No.
You know, opening up those bids, 15 minutes maybe.
Okay.
So that meeting, what, is that meeting scheduled 5 or 5:30?
5.
5,
All right, so we schedule it
9:26.
executive session at 5:30.
Can you do it just immediately follow this?
We just say 5 o'clock if they're sitting here.
Okay, all right,
During the special session, they can be here.
okay.
And we're not waiting, sitting there looking at the clock for 20 minutes.
Okay, 5 PM, executive meeting, you're gonna give me the thing that tells us why we can have the special meeting, so I can put that up.
Somebody will officially notify Kevin. All right,
Because normally in executive session, you're allowed to have anybody that you need in the executive session to accomplish the purpose of the executive session, so. It's not that the executive session is limited to you guys, if there's other people that are necessary for that purpose.
Witnesses.
we can list them, we're not going to let the whole,
Right.
everybody come in at once. Okay,
Did you want any of the other employees involved here?
if,
Okay, you could have a statement from them, or,
yeah, either we have a statement, but I want, they will only be brought into the meeting
Like
one at a time
individually.
and not as a group.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I will not be at that meeting, I'll be out of town.
Okay. All right, now we'll go back to you first. Who?
I withdrew my motion, so now I make a new motion to adjourn.
My second.
Okay, but first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, meeting's adjourned.
Come back.
I forgot how to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock.
Yeah, you better, baby.
Safer there.
It's safe.
I'll see you later.
Hopefully you do it.
Okay. Hey, Tadiola. Hey, Tadiola.
He's coming. He's gonna be tag team agent family. Hey, we got that desk from my dad, actually.
It's nice to see him.
Still a nice guy. I'm glad you. I'm glad you.
It's safe to sit here.
Yeah.
Are you?
No, I'm coming to you next.